36F, removed a friend, 37F, from Facebook without saying anything because she can be very mean and aggressive, and a confrontation seemed unavoidable. After sending me several messages I didn't reply to, she's now bothering my family. What can I say to her? About a month ago I realized that every time I saw a post from her, it made me upset. I realized we don't even live in the same state, and I don't want to let her have control over my emotions any longer. Backstory: we worked together about 10 years ago, for 2 years. When we met she was very negative and controlling, constantly telling me how to make decisions in my life. Things like not getting a dog because I wouldn't care for it, because my pupper will be 7 this Halloween. At the same time she seemed to idolize me and said I was her best friend almost immediately. After only knowing her for 2 weeks she became upset and started crying because I didn't invite her to a girls' night from a group of girls that I have known from high school. She said she didn't have a lot of friends and she thought I was a really awesome person. She begged me to invite her on anything I did, and would bring up any instance of me doing something without inviting her and make me feel guilty about it. Okay, I thought, everybody struggles sometimes, maybe she's just looking for some friends. About 3 months after I met her she started dating a guy from work. Cool, I thought. Perhaps it's the pickup she needs to feel better, raise her self-esteem a little too. Fast forward a year and a half, my friend insisted I was a bridesmaid, one of 2, for her and guy's wedding. Okay, cool. She and hubby buy a house 1.5 miles from my house I own, loudly proclaiming there were much better houses, but we got this one because we were so close now. Okay. Fast forward 6 months. My fiancé cheats on me and I leave him, and sell the house. My friend is furious with me, screaming and telling me that I've abandoned her, and that I'm an awful friend, and she never would have bought a house there if she knew I was going to move. There's no point in her living here and now we aren't 2 couples and so forth. Fast forward about a year again, I'm healthy and happy and I meet an awesome Brazilian man. We date and move farther away. She moves to another state. I decide to marry the hot Brazilian, and stupid me lets her guilt trip me into letting her be a bridesmaid. My soon-to-be husband invites his huge family, about 50 people travel just from his side alone. She insists to her husband on coming to my wedding alone, even though it's clear that I'm also friends with him. She misses her first flight, causing someone to have to leave the rehearsal dinner to pick her up, about 45 minutes away, instead of earlier that morning. She gets so drunk at the rehearsal dinner that a group of us carried her back up to her hotel room afterwards. At the reception she continues sloppy drinking and ends up in bed with a married groomsman from Brazil. After she's missing for about an hour other guests find her and alert me, causing the whole wedding to come crashing to a stop while more than 100 people ask each other, "But isn't she married?" Especially frustrating after earlier in the night she insisted we let her dance alone during the anniversary dance, because she wouldn't let her husband attend. She's scowling and making angry faces in every wedding picture, even during her bridesmaid speech, that she insisted on giving. Fast forward a year and my husband and I are happily married. She left her American husband and is trying to immigrate to Brazil where the dude is. She constantly complains about how things are not going well or she is somehow wronged in any particular situation. Nothing is her fault. She blamed her ex-husband for their divorce and never told him that she cheated on him at my wedding. So yeah, if she's got no idea why I removed her, then she's completely oblivious. Is it even worth responding? I feel like if you don't have anything nice to say, why we light the pot on fire, you know? TL, doctor, friend is oblivious that she's not a good person. Should I bother responding to tell her why I removed her? Update. So first, thank you for every comment and suggestion. Even though I was very confused as to what to do for the first few days after my post, I knew I needed to say something. About 2 weeks after I posted here she sent a message to my sister saying that I'm a lot of trouble and that after my last relationship ended I forgot what was important, her. She told my sister I was jealous because her Brazilian man is hotter than mine. What? My husband? 3 weeks after my post on Reddit she sent me a direct message saying she supported me through a lot, and I wouldn't have made it without her and I owe her an explanation. I decided this was the time. I'm thankful for the replies to my previous post because the words flowed much easier than I thought they would. I told her I've realized our relationship was not healthy from the beginning. I think it's time we go our separate ways. I wish you the best. Her reply was her listing all the times she's helped me, including putting me in her wedding, what? Lol, to the guy she cheated on with at my wedding, and including a different time she helped me by inviting herself last minute on a road trip that she didn't want to go on and complained the whole weekend. She was obviously upset, and she sent 10 or 12 long messages before she stopped. She also posted 7 or 8 passive-aggressive real friends are posts on Facebook. As told to me by friends. Then she showed up at my dad's house that evening, very very drunk. She was standing on the porch screaming that they tell her the truth. My stepmom ended up calling the police after about 15 minutes when it looked like she wasn't leaving. They didn't open the door. 2 officers arrived and she proceeded to yell at them. She was arrested. The officers gave my dad their info, mentioned restraining orders and left. No contact from her since then. Damn, I'm glad I don't live near her anymore. TLDR, I was right, she's crazy. After I sent her a message she lost it and showed up drunk to my dad's house looking for the truth, then got arrested. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure like, comment, share and subscribe the channel Relationship Drama Stories.